I'm actually on the first day of lockdown number 3. So the plan was originally that myself and Christine Woolridge from the Oldham Drive Estate Tenants group were going to sit together in a room and both talk face to face, like we used to do things in the good old days, about Oldham Drive Estate Tenants group. Unfortunately, we can't do that, so we're both doing a separate video each.
My name is Christine Woolridge, and I'm the Treasurer/Chair of the Oldham Drive Estate Tenants group, which is based at the Arthur Greenwood Centre in Woodley. We have been a constituted group now for over 10 years, and as a group we have had a voice which we feel has contributed to the improvements which have been made on the estate.
My involvement with the group goes back around 10 years. And I met them not long after they'd been set up, and the group were looking at some initial ideas they'd come up with, one of which was to build an allotment on the estate. And we had an amazing meeting on the 28th of October 2011. It was amazing because one of the things we discovered when we ran this meeting to do some consultation about an allotment on the estate was that it was the allotment that nobody wanted. Whilst people did a lot of shouting at that and telling us their views, that's what was the great thing. That's what we wanted to hear. We wanted to hear what people wanted to see happen on the estate. This was a really new committee with their initial ideas they'd come up with, and that was great. People were shouting ideas out. That resulted in the group taking their own action with local council, with the ward members, and they got some initial quick wins. They got the roads resurfaced. They worked with us over the Parrymead steps and got some estate neighbourhood investment budget work carried out to improve the Parrymead steps. And that led to work with me about trying to find grants for some of the things the group wanted to do.
Over the years, we've applied for funding, starting in a small way: a notice board, a bench, dishwasher, and numerous kitchen appliances for our lunch club.
We did lots of these small bids, and we were able to get some laptop computers. We were able to get a broadband internet thingy and a service contract. We were able to get some tablet computers. We got a projector, and this built and built and built. It was a little bit of a swan's flight of activity, lots of effort of doing things and small bids to get equipment and get activity. And this led to the group making their first really big bid, and they made a bid to the health lottery. And this was for something called Lunch and Learn Local Heroes, and this was £30,000, 2-year project, and this allowed the group to help over 200 people experience the internet and get online for the first time.
With the help of Stockport Holmes' funding officer, we finally got the big one from the health lottery for nearly £30,000. This introduced us to Stockport, whom we have now worked with for over 6 years. This was the start of our computer club, titled Lunch and Learn, and with Starting Point, we have kept this computer class going to present day.
This was a fantastic project because it involved so many people on the estate and so many new people, and it brought people in from outside the area as well. And it was simply come along and bring yourself or bring a device that you've got. So have a go of the computers, the laptops, have a go of the tablets like the iPads and Kindles, and have a chat and a cup of tea and make some friends. And the group have been running their computer projects, pretty much for the last 10 years. But the key thing that made it happen was people. People pulling together in the community to form a community group. People pulling together to find out what people wanted. People pulling together to work with us and others to write funding bids and get money. It was great when we had the National Lottery coming along, and they had a day where they were sitting in Starting Point coffee shop in Woodley Precinct and meeting any groups who wanted to come and talk to them about funding. And Oldham Drive went along and they had a chat and they got on really well. And the lottery said, we like the idea of your project, Computer Companions SK. And they said, we think you should apply. For that. So Christine and the team went off and they pretty much wrote the bid themselves. Didn't need much help from me at all. And they won the bid. They won nearly £10,000 to deliver their project. And ever since, they put small bids in for the things they need. they can see the impact that they've had, but they can see that there's still a need for the services that the group provides. And with COVID, there's even more of a need to help people keep in touch. And a lot of that technology that's out there on the estate, a lot of those skills and that training that they've been doing over the last 10 years has proved really vital.
Walking around the estate, we feel as a group quite proud as to what we have achieved. And once this virus is eradicated, we will be able to take up where we had to leave off.
And for me, that's actually where it is with funding bids. It's the idea, it's the spark, it's the people, and it's the groups, the people within the groups coming together with those ideas about something that they want to see change for the better, and how they go about getting the money and the resources to make a difference for their neighbourhood, their street, or their community centre, or just for individuals.